Where should you put your stop loss when you're on a downtrend and it's selling? Remember that a stop loss is meant to help you not lose all your money. It's supposed to help you stay calm. So if you're not calm, you're risking too much money or the amount of lots you're using is too large. Your stop loss should go where you don't want price to go. So if you're overall on a downtrend because it's creating lower highs and lower lows, the market is going to go down and it's going to hit a wall before it gets turned around to go the opposite direction, right? Then it's going to hit another wall and go the opposite direction. I put my lines here. You can even mark what these are called. This is a low and this is a high. Before I do anything, I let price tell me what it wants to do. Boom. Price goes past my lower line. We know that a downtrend creates lower lows. Do we enter in for a sell once it breaks our line? No, we know this already, right? We wait for price to come back to us. Boom. We waited for price to come back to us. The most important thing though in a downtrend is that we don't want it to break highs. This is why we wait to see what price really wants to do. We don't just get in for a sell because then we'll get wiped out of the market. And we don't just get in once it comes back to where the line was because it could keep going the other way, right? We let price tell us what it wants to do. So we make sure that it doesn't break this high because this is what we don't want if we're thinking of sales. The second that price comes back below our line, this is where we would enter in the market. As I've already mentioned, a stop loss is like wearing a seatbelt in a car. You hope you don't need the seatbelt, but it's there in case you need it. Whenever the market comes back below the original level that it broke out of, here is where it's free to enter in for a sell because price already showed us where it wanted to go the first time. This is why we would have entered in for a sell. We don't just get in a car and start driving though. We get in the car and we put on our seatbelt. If we're in a downtrend, we don't want the trend to break highs, right? We don't want the market to come back up here because then it wouldn't be a downtrend. If you're in a sell trade, the stop loss goes above the previous high. We give it a little bit of room because this is called like a liquidity pool, which we'll talk about in another video. So you want to put it just a little bit back so that price doesn't play you and take your money just to continue to sell down. Whatever price this says for your stop loss is how much you're willing to lose that day. There's always a risk, right? In a perfect scenario, price will keep going down to create the next lower low. You would have had some beginners, not us though, because this community, we're smart, right? Some beginners would have put their stop losses all within the candle. They would have entered in right here and put their stop loss right there. They haven't given the trade any room to move. And here's what the market loves to do. Boom. The market will go all the way right here on purpose. If you would have entered in right here for a sell, put your stop loss anywhere here, you would have immediately got stopped out the second you entered in a trade. You gotta remember, you gotta give the trade room to move, right? And if this candle goes all the way up here, technically it still is in a downtrend because this is the area that we don't want it to break. This area isn't done being fully developed.